Did you know KMS Bismarck went down in history not because it didn't fire its guns, but because there were moments when it chose not to fire? May 1941. The Atlantic Ocean is covered in mist. Bismarck is heavily damaged. Her rudder is jammed. There is no escape. The British fleet is closing in from every direction. Everyone asks the same question. Why did Bismarck fall silent? Official reports say the radars were damaged, the optical systems were blinded, targets could not be acquired. But that is not the whole story. The truth surfaced only after the war in the personal notes of German officers. And this detail remained hidden from the public for years. During the final hours, Bismarck's fire control officers deliberately entered incorrect targeting data. Yes, incorrect. This was not a mistake. It was a decision. The reason was simple, yet chilling. Ammunition was critically limited, and every shell fired blindly shortened the ship's remaining life. The officers realized one thing. Because of smoke, fog, and damage, long-range fire had almost zero chance of hitting anything. So they did not fire. Their goal was this: to keep Bismarck afloat for as long as possible as a floating target, to force the British ships to move closer. Because there was only one hope left. At close range, one perfectly timed salvo could change everything. That is why the guns fell silent. From the outside, it looked like Bismarck had surrendered. But in reality, a cold, calculated fire discipline was being enforced on board. This detail does not appear in British reports, because they believed Bismarck had gone silent, when in fact, Bismarck was waiting. That close-range opportunity never came. The British fleet had overwhelming numbers, and Bismarck's fate did not change. But today, we know this. Bismarck was not desperate in her final hours. She was not panicking. And she was not firing blindly. She chose when to fire and when not to, until her very last shell. That was the real final battle of the Bismarck.